The morning that we got up to leave, the craziest thing. Welcome to another Friday night. This is On Fire Family, and this is Happy Hour. Cheers.
Cheers.
Yo ho ho, and a bottle of rum. Hoist the mainsail, here I come. Ain't no room on board for the insincy. You're my witness, I'm your mutiny.
Well, in our last episode, we left you off in Leland, Fishtown, and we had a great time there. After being in the Upper Peninsula and then Mackinac Island, we made it to Leland, which was just cool.
And Fishtown was super cool.
And met up with dinner with some friends to kind of seal our time there in northern Michigan and start heading south. But before we did, the morning that we got up to leave, the craziest thing, a porcupine was on the very top of a piling in the marina just a few boats down from us. And
Must got scared up there.
I didn't even know porcupines could swim or climb, or I had no idea anything about porcupines. We've learned a lot since this. And
Even animal rescue. I've never seen a porcupine swim.
so it crawled down the piling into the water, swam over towards our boat, and a guy that just happened to be going fishing that day, Trapper Ron, was there.
He even had a Trapper Ron shirt on.
Yeah, even on his day off fishing, and I guess traps and ready to go. So he came over and trapped this porcupine.
You never know.
Before anyone was injured or a dog tried to get it in the water or something like that, because it was morning and everybody was walking their dogs along the docks. Our dog's chill. She was more interested in why there's a crowd of people than a porcupine swimming between our boat and the dock. But then he
We trapped it right between our boat and the dock.
yeah,
So,
and then he was going to go release it.
in fact, our
So,
kids were still asleep. They missed the whole cool thing.
yeah. But that was certainly a unique way to end our time there. We made our way to Frankfort, spent a night in Frankfort, and hit a brewery and the pool there at the
Jacobson Marina.
It's really nice. And
Yeah,
we
kids
had
a blast.
a really good weather week, and so we just kept moving because
We knew bad things were afoot.
yeah, they were coming, and so we thought we would make the miles while we could and still enjoy ourselves in the evenings at the marinas we hit. So we made it to Ludington next, and that's where we got a little bit pinned down by weather. So we spent 3 nights at the municipal marina there in Ludington. We saw...
What was the coolest thing you saw there?
I saw the SS Badger. Which is the last coal-fired passenger and car ferry on the Great Lakes. It crosses Lake Michigan every single day, over and back, and so you get to watch them with this coal-fired huge boat. No bow thruster. The way they dock it, they drop anchor right there in the middle of the harbor and then swing it around and back it in. It is a thing to see.
It was like a Captain Ron move. Like, seriously,
It was
just like...
yeah, so cool. I went to the Maritime Museum there. Our homeschool boat school has started in the fall,
So
and
a
so
lot more alone time.
I get some alone time. So I got oil changes on both our diesels. I went to the Maritime Museum by myself, and that was all kinds of cool. We spent a lot of time just sitting in the boat in the rain. But the one clear night, well, there was a couple of concerts in the park, but the last night there, we got clear weather. We went out, we heard some music and the farmer's market, hit some breweries, and then we kicked the kids out and they went home and we stayed and listened to more music. So
It's nice having older type kids because they can read a map and they have phones, and so they can leave dinner and walk back to the boat by themselves, and we can continue on, and then it's a date.
Yeah.
So we saw 2 bands in one night.
yeah, it was neat. We're continuing to encounter more and more loopers, so we're making lots of friends and meeting new people, and that's been really cool because, up until recently we'd been going the wrong way and out of season, and so we're seeing lots of new people and enjoy meeting them. And then we made it to Muskegon, so we had like a 1-day weather window to move from Ludington
we knew that it was
to
gonna
Muskegon.
be like a week of bad weather.
And so we had wanted to see Muskegon, and after so much time in marinas, we were ready to anchor out and just kind of chill for a while.
Kids love to anchor out.
and so we did it, but it was maybe a little rougher weather than we'd want for being on anchor. But the marinas here are either really expensive, not available,
Totally
or the one that we happen to be at tonight is there's no power on this dock. They are upgrading, and so everything else in the marina is great. They've got a pool, they've got great facilities here, but just no power. And so up until a couple nights ago, we thought, well, if there's not going to be any power, we'll just anchor out because we got to run the generator anyway. And so if we're going to run the generator, might as well be on the hook and rather than here, and we can just dinghy over here and go to dinner and things, which we did. We've also met up with a couple of viewers, so shout outs to Travis, who came out and took me into town to see Muskegon. That was really nice, very kind, very good to meet up with somebody that admires what we're doing on the channel, from the adventure standpoint, the family standpoint, the financial standpoint. So really appreciated that. And then Greg this morning came out, picked us up with his car. He's a looper that grew up in this area, is visiting this area for a month, and lives in Florida, and his boat's in Florida. But he just happened to be here, knew that we were in this area, and reached out and said, hey, if you need anything, I can get you to West Marine or grocery store, whatever. And so he came and picked us up here this morning, and a mega provisioning.
$570 later, he brought us back.
But hopefully we are stocked for a couple of weeks at least of
My
groceries
word.
for the family of four with the supplies that we got here. I would say our time here in Muskegon's a little more spread out, so it's not like you can do a lot of walking up to the downtown area. Thankfully, Travis drove me down there, and we got to hit a brew pub and hang out. And we've hit this area that's right around this marina, but things are a little bit more spread out than some of the Michigan coastal towns.
We had lunch with a friend yesterday.
And we had lunch with a friend yesterday. My friend Beth from Oregon relocated over here, and so she drove over an hour to come and visit and picked us up and took us to lunch and got to tour the boat and brought her granddaughter with her who just loved climbing up on our boat. So yeah, really special time. Love encountering people, new friends, old friends.
It's been a good time for friends.
Yeah, and it has. We had a bit of an incident. We'll talk more in probably a future
I know, we have to
video. Everybody's safe.
Cliffhanger.
Yeah.
But it's going to be a video all its own.
Yeah. It's been stormy here. It's been, I would say, just not the most pleasant stay in Muskegon. And we have been pinned down. This is our 5th night tonight. In the same place, which I think is almost the longest we've been in a place, at least since we've been on the move. And so we're ready to move on. And so we're looking forward to tomorrow. We jump to Grand Haven, which is a short jump, which will be terrific. Forecast for low wind, low waves, and a lot of good things. So we've got some looper friends that we're meeting up with there that we're really excited about. We've met at the Fall Rendezvous. Our new dinghy is there. We're going to do a whole video on that. We had asked for help for selling our old dinghy or finding a home for it. We're working on that, at least at this hour, to try to make something happen there so that our swim platform can be ready for the new dinghy. And there's a lot to be hopeful for, a lot to be excited about. So tomorrow should be a good day. But thank you for the guys that have come and met up with us and taken us around Muskegon, and to Beth, our friend, that came out and bought us lunch, which is absolutely awesome. So thanks for joining us for another Friday night. We'll continue to put out these videos if you continue to watch them. Subscribe so that you don't miss one.
And like
the video. Cheers guys.